So basically, I can't really say anything except this is not good. And um, the best way that I can um, espouse this without going too far into it is with this clip from acclaimed Norman Lear comedy slash dramedy, Good Times.
Down, down, down!
Okay then, so here's a video where I'm going to read the article and then I'll get into why I disagree with this entire statement. So, this is from VentureBeat. Microsoft acquires Obsidian Entertainment, a premier role-playing game studio. After adding 5 studios this year, Microsoft's shopping cart isn't full yet, as the publisher announced the acquisition of Obsidian Entertainment, one of the role-playing game development one of the top role-playing game development houses in the industry. Microsoft made the announcement from its X18 fan event in Mexico City, where it also said it has acquired InXile Entertainment, another excellent RPG studio. Oddly enough, both Obsidian and InXile trace their origins to the death of Black Isle, a leading RPG house in the 1990s and early 2000s. Microsoft now has a 13 game development 13 game development teams under its banner after acquiring 4 studios earlier this year: Ninja Theory, Playground Games, Compulsion Games, and Undead Labs, and starting the initiative in Santa Monica. These moves are all about ensuring Microsoft has enough exclusive games to entice people into its ecosystem. It's not just about consoles. As the publisher needs to feed games into its, damn, no one edits this shit. Xbox Game Pass subscription program, especially on PC, and Obsidian, like InXile, is a PC-first studio. Kotaku reported that the acquisition was in the works last month, though Microsoft nor Obsidian confirmed it at the time. Obsidian has a long history of crafting deep RPG gameplay experiences and vast engaging worlds. We couldn't be more excited about the opportunity to add their expertise to Microsoft Studios while enabling the studio to build on their talent and vision to fully realize their creative ambitions. Bullshit. Obsidian's ability to work with such a wide range of developers shows that they are creative, flexible, and dependable. We are most impressed with their strong execution on projects like Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords, Fallout New Vegas, South Park: The Stick of Truth, and Pillars of Eternity. 2018 has been a good year for Obsidian. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire debuted in May to strong reviews, and I not only thought it was better than its predecessor, but it's also my favorite game of the year so far. Microsoft declined over email to disclose how much it paid for Obsidian. It also said that there are no changes planned for the Obsidian team. We are committed to empowering the studio to maintain its independent creative culture. I got the same. There are no changes planned for the Obsidian team when asked if the studio's leadership is coming along or stepping aside. A new pillar. Obsidian opened its doors in 2003, shortly after Black Isle closed. Its first game was Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords, which critics lauded for its story. It did have some issues feeling incomplete due to cut content, which community modders later added in, but its reputation has only increased in later years, as it has the rep for its second release, 2006's Neverwinter Nights 2. 2010 would bring the game that helped define Obsidian, Fallout New Vegas, which is considered the best of the post-Fallout 3 games, and some view it as the studio's best release. But Obsidian missed its Metacritic score bonus by a measly point, and this caused a financial crisis at the company. The next project would save it. Obsidian became one of the first prominent game studios to use Kickstarter when it announced Project Eternity, the eventual Pillars of Eternity in 2012. This would get nearly 74,000 backers and almost 4 million in pledges, and it remains the 4th largest game project on the crowdfunding site. The studio would make a few games under publishing agreements: Pathfinder Adventures, Tyranny, and South Park: The Stick of Truth, before going back to crowdfunding in 2017 for Pillars of Eternity 2, raising more than $4.2 million on Fig, an equity platform where funders can get a return on their pledges. The question about leadership could be important. Obsidian founder and CEO Fergus Urquhart is on the advisory board for the crowdfunding platform Fig, and he helped launch it in 2015 along with Justin Bailey, a former chief operating officer at Double Fine, InXile CEO Brian Fargo, and Double Fine CEO Tim Schafer. Obsidian raised money for its latest game, Pillars of Eternity, 2 Deadfire on Fig 2. I asked Microsoft and Obsidian if this put an end to crowdfunding on the RPG developers projects and will update when I receive an answer. Okay then, so I will give you a reason why this is not a good thing after the cut. So, you might be wondering why this is bad news. Well, there are 3 reasons why Microsoft acquiring these 2 studios, Obsidian and InXile, is bad news. Because it means there's less market competition. What I mean by this is there aren't a lot of studios, okay, that, well, do that type of thing, right? There aren't a lot of studios that do that. For example, you know, aside from Obsidian and InXile, Beamdog, like, you don't really see a lot of them. Like, there isn't like a huge amount of them, right? Just like there's not a lot of companies making Madden games or football games. And the less competition you have, the shittier it gets, all right? And that's not good. That is not good, not even slightly. And I know what some people are going to say, but Microsoft says they're going to leave them alone. Okay. So I'm going to go line by line why that's not a good thing. First, the lack of competition means that you're going to have less studios working on this type of shit, all right? Because you don't have a lot. The second reason is that the less competition you have, the worse it gets. You know, because Microsoft has not exactly shown themselves to be magnanimous. Some people keep on saying, well, they say they're going to leave them alone. Really? You're going to believe that? Because here's the thing. Microsoft has not shown that they know how to run a successful studio, right? And the studios they have that are successful, it's like in spite of Microsoft owning them. So that's not good. So the final reason is, I mean, there isn't a history of Microsoft running successful studios. Like, look at Rare, look at Lionhead, look at Ensemble. Like, Microsoft is not what I would call trustworthy when it comes to running studios. But hey, what do I know? I'm just some guy. So that's my opinion. Tell me what you think in the comments section. And that's the end of the video. Oh wait, here's my, there was no Sci-Fi Power Hour this week because I've been working late this holiday season. You know, we're getting to the time where people are drinking because they have holiday blues. But there is a BS Busters this Sunday, 7:30 to 9. We might finish a little bit early because all we're going to cover is Sony news, Microsoft news, and general video game news, which it's been kind of a slow week. So with that being said, that's the end of the video.